WideSide Sports. Welcome into the program.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice. You held that long.
I was
after almost passing out there right there, you held your breath long.
Yeah. As you did that, because I had this thought and it just reminded me of it. Was catching a video or whatever, like what middle school or junior high, or not junior high, but elementary school, like the music concerts at the Christmas concert or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that because I think everybody does it, right?
Yeah.
Like your whole class does it.
Yeah.
I remember doing it this back, when we still had the 3 schools. So we're at the middle school, and doing that, like it was like Jingle Bell Rock or whatever. And I don't know why I remember this, but it, like, as it starts off with that Jingle Bell, like like everybody in our class hit that first so fucking hard.
Yeah.
That, like you could see the people in the crowd kind of be taken, kind of jump, like a jump scare. Like,
yeah.
But I remember, obviously I don't have kids, and you haven't gotten to that stage yet.
No.
And it'll be different, obviously, because they're your kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember like being done, and like everybody, leave the riser going like, hey, who fucking killed that shit,
Yeah, exactly.
Like we just fucking rocked that song.
Yeah.
And then now I think of being an adult of like sitting in the stand, is it just a bunch of kids screaming?
Yeah.
Or just, but thinking like, hey man, we did something here.
Yeah.
Like you see their reaction when we,
Yeah.
but then going, they like to see a video of just like fucking 40, 50 kids just fucking screaming.
I think so.
I think it is. I think that's what it is.
I think it is because I remember when I remember being in elementary school, the music teacher that was there, probably very close to being maybe your music teacher as well.
What was her name?
Was it Pepple?
Yep.
Yeah.
She had to be 109 years old by the time you.
She was. I think I had her up through 3rd grade or 2nd grade maybe, and then she retired. But it was either 2nd or 3rd grade. I can't remember. We put on, it was a Christmas play / musical.
Yeah.
And I was Joseph. We were doing the Christmas story.
Oh,
I was Joseph. I was Jesus' stepfather.
Yeah, you played the cuck. Guy just sat in the corner and watched God bang his wife.
Yes, exactly. And it's an interesting way to put it. I've never heard it put that way before, but you're not wrong. And I remember like having to, learn, you had to learn the lines and everything, what you got to say. And then I didn't have any singing parts because everybody else in class had all the singing parts. There was like me, the girl played Mary. Obviously there was, not a real baby playing Jesus. We were just 2nd grade, it wasn't grade A. And then we had like the wise men and whatever else. But I can remember like the first time I walked on to the microphone and I started talking, everybody started laughing. And I didn't, I'm fucking 2nd grade. It's not like I was like, oh, what are they laughing at me? I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I go up again, blah, 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 and then it stops and there's like a 3 or 4 or 5 minute delay where there's like 2 or 3 songs being sang. And then I go back up there and, do some more lines or whatever. Well, I can remember my mom and my dad come like around to the stage and they're like, hey, you need to stop yelling into the microphone. Like I was just like, yelling my lines because we never practiced with a microphone. We practiced on the stage and there would be people in like the chairs.
Yeah.
And so they could hear, they're always like, you got to speak louder so people can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, during the actual show, there was a microphone you had to speak into.
Screaming.
I'm just yelling into this thing. And that's why everybody was laughing because I'm just screaming at these people.
That's what makes it memorable, though. That's
awesome.
I mean.
I can remember they're like, hey, you're yelling into the microphone. Oh, okay. Just talk normal. It's a microphone.
So this makes sense now.
Yeah,
so
like, I can't do it now.
Why I have to tell you, hey.
100%.
Go ahead and
put
vocalize yourself, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was like this when you could remember, but I obviously remember it. The way she talked, I'm guessing Nick would remember this too, is like when she'd like punctuate something in a sentence when she's like she would flex her neck.
Yeah.
And like the veins would
vein,
pop
that
out.
little like tendon right there. Yeah.
What are we? Are you struggling to get to work? It'd always be that.
Well, she did have cancer. It could have been something like that.
Yeah, but not when I was there.
No, not when you were. Maybe she did. I don't know.
Could have. I don't know.
No, but it was almost like
yeah, she would do that.
She would do that. Yeah.
It was always like, what the fuck?
Why are you flexing your neck?
Yeah.
You trying to chest up on me?
That, and I always, obviously when you'd be in the music room, you had to, of like, I understand that stuff means when they're doing their hand movements and stuff.
But we don't know what that means.
What the fuck are you? Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing that to
like,
second graders?
Yeah. What are we?
Yeah.
Like, I understand when you close your fist and like, hey, this, stop.
Uh-huh.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But the up and down as the pacing of it, of like,
dude, I'm not, my eyes
singing.
are closed.
You're just singing.
Yeah, I'm just singing. Put a little love in your heart.
Yeah.
That's the one I can remember singing in music class.
We did, I want to say that, the Proud to Be an American thing. I feel like we sang the fuck out of that song.
Yeah.
And that was, that was back in the day before
kneeling.
All the it was before all the taxes, when those songs really became
yeah.
When they had their resurgence.
So like when they do like the cutoff thing or whatever. It was either my first or second year at the school I'm at now. It's like the homecoming pep rally. And I'm not the head coach, I'm just one of the assistants, but the head coach wasn't at the school. He didn't work there at the time. So it was my job to like hype people up and like introduce the team for the homecoming game. And it's high school and elementary all in the same gym. And I did like the Hulk Hogan, like the ear thing. And then I cut him off. And then I did it to the other side. And I do the elementary kids, like the high school kids are, they're
too cool.
They cheer or whatever. But like the elementary kids are getting into it. And afterwards, some of the elementary teachers were like, how did you get them to all stop at the same time? I'm like, well, it wasn't school there, people. Like it was a fun fun thing to do at a pep rally. But yeah, I did I can't, the ear thing and then shut it down. It was pretty good. Got the whole place loud.
I mean, that's a weird thing too.
The only time I've ever used the cutoff symbol.
I've had an open hand to a fist before.
Yeah.
To somebody's face.
Yeah.
They were just talking too much.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
It's my turn to talk.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Weird thing of like back in school, like the pep rallies. I mean, it's like, hey, everybody's getting jacked up and stuff. It's 6 hours before the game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We still have to go back to 8th period.
Yeah, we haven't. We did this after lunch.
Yeah. Oh, I can remember doing the. I was yelling at it's probably the only time that in anger I touched a player, but not like that. Not like that. Like he did something wrong and I was yelling at him and then he tried to like, in that moment, just take the yelling.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it in a few minutes when everybody's calmed down. And then he tried to like explain what he did and I just put my hand on his face.
Yeah.
Like, and I went, stop.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And I was like, go away real fast. And then I'm like, then come back and talk to me. I've never done like the fist close. It was just like, I just was like, stop talking right now. I'm going to lose my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, just stop.
That's enough.
Enough.
That's enough.
Stop it. I have a couple funny stories. Well, I guess just one. I think we already talked about the other one. But we always talk about our gas station interactions.
Yeah.
I had one the other day that I wasn't in a bad mood or anything like that, but I was just didn't feel like talking. And I wasn't, I didn't really feel like talking to anybody. Want to go in the gas station, get my stuff, leave, go home, And I go in, get things I wanted to buy, go up there, and the kid's talking, and he talked to the dude in front of me, and I'm like, I know he's going to talk to me. I just don't know what the hell he's going to talk about. I give my ID. He scans it, and he goes, whoa, you're 3 years older than me? And I went, I don't know. And he went, what? And I went, I don't know. And he went, what do you mean? I said, I don't know how old you are. And he went, oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you don't, do you? I was like, nope. And he goes, well, you're 3 years older than me. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then he was like, well, I'm 25. And I was like, I can do math. I can do math. And he goes, oh, all right, well, have a nice day. I was like, what? Oh, you're 3 years older than me? I know I'm twice your size and bald, but I wouldn't,
Yeah.
Oh, you're 3. Yeah, I don't know how old you are, buddy. Like, what's wrong with you?
And it's not shocking that I'm older than somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Half the people I meet.
Yeah.
I'm older than
yeah. You're 3 years older than me? I don't know if it was like a shocking thing that I was only 3 years older than him. He thought that I was way older than that. I don't know. But yeah, I just went, I don't know.
My gas station this week, actually, it was just yesterday. Like I ran through the gas station because as I pulled in, this lady had pulled in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got out, because all I needed was, I just wanted a drink. And when I got out, I seen her get out and start moseying in.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I knew she's a fucking lottery player.
Did you try to get in there?
I shoot back there into that back corner, grab my drink. She beat me to the counter. Must have got like 35 different ticket replays of like,
God,
Jesus Christ. And the ones that they don't check their own, they have people just scan these, make sure they're. Fuck you.
You're
That's
on
your job.
Phone anyway.
That's your job.
See, my favorite place, I've only seen it done at the 302 in Ada, is you scan them yourself.
They have one there too.
Oh, they have one there. You can scan them yourself. Just, oh my God, what the hell's the matter with him? It tells you if you want. It says, I mean,
yeah.
I had another gas station one, and this one it had something to do with me, but it also, I was just kind of like the bystander that witnessed it. So there's 3 of us in line and 2 workers at the gas station, and we're in line for like a minute. And we're both, like, the 3 of us kind of like looking at the people, like one's stocking shelves and one's like putting hot dogs on the thing. And this 4th guy comes in line and he goes, you guys been waiting a while? I was like, longer than we should have. And he's like, oh, okay. He goes, hey, you guys want to help us? We're ready to check out. And the guy closest to us putting the hot dogs on the thing goes, hey, Darren, they're ready to check out. I'm like, and he goes, just a minute. And the guy up front goes, if you don't come check me out, I'm walking out with these things in my hand. And the guy goes, oh, okay. And like goes around like, what the hell couldn't have you put the hot dogs down for a minute or 2 and checked us out? What the hell? Like, it was like the one guy was, I'm going to rob that. I'm going to rob from you if you don't. We have been waiting here plenty of time. You've seen us come in. We're all standing in line. The one guy in front of me was like, he didn't want to say anything, but he was like, you could be fucking kidding me. You know, he was like, Jesus, you know.
That's the fucking worst. It happened to the gas station a couple times in like Walgreens where I go on the other side of town.
Yeah.
I'll be the only one in the store.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be behind the counter when I walk in.
Yeah.
To the point, like, the people, like, know who I am at the gas station and at the Walgreens because I'm in there often. I'm only in here for 45 seconds. Like, I'm going directly to what I need and come. And every time I'll walk to the cooler, they'll come out from behind the counter, go to the back of the store, start stocking something.
Yeah.
And it's like,
why?
What are you
doing?
You know.
Yeah.
That.
You can just stand here. I don't think that you're not working.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Also don't care. The guy in the morning has always got my shit. He's sitting on a chair behind the counter watching a movie.
Yeah. The guy at the douche shop, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he always has a movie on. Yeah. Anytime I've gone in there super early.
But he always checks you out pretty quick.
Exactly.
He doesn't say much.
Nope. Doesn't have to.
We've never talked.
Nope. No. Does he still have like the real long goatee beard thing?
Hey, you know what? I don't know. I don't look at him.
Oh.
Probably. Because it used to be, well, it probably doesn't stand out because at one point it was either purple or blue.
Yeah.
So it might just
blend in
now with his shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, he's like the night shift guy, and I remember going in there, you know, like whatever, 1 or 2 in the morning after leaving
Yep.
places.
Always in there
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, super nice guy. I would have to watch something if I worked night shift in there because I think you would just hear too much shit
Yeah.
and it would just freak you out.
The only time we'll ever speak is like be like a day today
Mm-hmm.
where I'll show up like instead of like on a Saturday. Normally I'm in there at like 3:45.
Yeah.
And today I was in there at 2:45.
Yeah.
And he'll go, yeah, a little early. I'm like, yeah, I got stuff going. And then that's it.
Yeah, I got
That's
shit to
the
do.
end of the.
Uh-huh.
I had stuff going on.
Yeah.
I did have, obviously, it was a non-aired portion of conversation about the dream last week.
Yeah. There's a follow-up?
Then I had one.
About.
Not about that,
Okay.
but kind of
Good.
same characters. But Buddy Brian is involved, me, and a third guy, and we're laying asphalt.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, doing manual labor in my dreams. That's fucking
sucks.
It's fucking great. But we're doing like cart path, and the cart path comes to all the way up to like a retention wall that's like 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is backing the machine up. You know how those machines work. I kind of stand on the back of it.
Yeah.
He's backing it up. I'm like down over to the side, and Brian's down at the landing off to the side, just kind of watching him, how close he's getting.
Mm-hmm.
And like, now I'll tell you who's running the machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's Chuck Norris.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
I don't
That's
know
awesome.
fucking why. Me, Brian, and Chuck Norris are laying asphalt at the
Oh.
golf course.
Nice.
So he's back. Chuck is backing the machine up, and Brian's kind of keep coming back.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing something, and then I just hear Brian go, whoa, 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 whoa. And I turn around and look, and he backed it up too far, and the machine was coming off the back. So Chuck jumps down.
Uh-huh.
So onto the landing, and the machine keeps coming. And Chuck goes to dive out of the way, but his feet slip out, and he just falls kind of on his face.
Yeah.
The machine flips over backwards and lands on his fucking head.
Oh, God.
To the point, like, I can watch it, like, it hits his head, and
Uh-huh.
it kind of bounces up, and I can see his head flattened.
Yeah. That's gross.
And then Brian goes, is he okay? And I swear to God, I just went, no. And I woke up.
You killed Chuck Norris.
In my dream, I killed Chuck Norris. But it was just like that.
God.
No.
No. His head is flat.
Is he okay?
Is he okay?
No.
That's a good dream.
Yeah, but it was just like,
it's weird as fuck
yeah,
and random
I
as hell.
woke up and was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Is one, I don't lay asphalt.
Yeah.
Two, why is Chuck Norris here?
And why'd you kill him?
And why'd he die?
Why'd he have to die? Oh, man.
You telling me those are just fucking jokes?
Yeah. I thought the asphalt laid him.
It's just and it was exactly how you would hear like
Yeah.
Brian or somebody do that. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa!
yeah.
Stop! Bang!
Bang.
Bye, Chuck.
Is he okay?
Is he okay?
No.
No. As a matter of fact, this motherfucker is dead.
He's not okay. He is not okay.
Not okay.
Oh, my goodness.
What a day yesterday.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I got to work. I always pop on Twitter when I get to work just to see if there's anything happening overnight. And I see the video, Jeff Darlington,
Yeah.
he's whatever, an NFL guy. I put like the video on of the police officers taking him away. And I was like, oh, fuck. And that's the only thing I saw. I didn't read anything else yet or anything like that. I was like, oh, man, what the hell did Scottie do? And then I was like, and then I, read all the reports. I was like, oh, he did nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing. He did what they told him to do.
Well, yeah, and at the end of it, like when you the report, obviously it's a misunderstanding, and I understand,
Yeah.
because like somebody had been killed,
Yeah.
and then obviously he's not involved in that, and I think it was just, and it was a ways away, like he
Mhm.
wasn't, it was just traffic backed up, But from my understanding is he was doing what he was
Told to
do. But then the cop like grabbed the car and then didn't let go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's why you get charged with assault.
Yeah. It seems like the cop should have just let go.
Feel free to let go.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop a vehicle with your hand.
Yeah.
But then, like in the police report, you could read the officer's statement of, scratches on his legs from when he fell down, swelling, and it ruined his pair of work pants, which is $80. Had the price of the pants.
Nice. He went Scottie Scheffler to replace his work pants.
Okay.
Doesn't the police department issue those pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it's like, but all the charges is like second degree.
Yeah,
felony assault against a police officer, criminal mischief.
Yeah.
And then reckless driving, and then, not obeying the cop or whatever.
Yeah.
Traffic signal. Of like, well, Jesus Christ. I mean.
Yeah. Put him in jail.
Could you imagine? Because in my mind, at the time that this happened, because it was fucking 5:30 in the morning or whatever, zero chance the police chief is even at work yet.
No.
Imagine being him getting that fucking phone call.
Yeah.
You arrested fucking who?
Yeah. Do you not pay attention to what's going on down here? Or who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then watching the Darlington video and the other cop going, hey, he's going to jail.
Yeah.
That's not in question. He's going to jail. And if you don't stop, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, fucking tone it down here.
Easy there, buddy.
Because Darlington just going, fellas.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like everybody else would do.
Yeah.
And there's a fatality down here, and you're booking this guy. Like
for doing something that he was told to do.
Yeah.
By the people.
Yeah.
By the people in charge. Go in the media.
But yeah, that whole, and then just the fact of
that he comes out,
you get released from a jail. The fact they took fucking mugshots and everything,
which is absolutely absurd,
wild,
absurd. They took a mugshot and made him like change.
Yeah. In prison, get up. But
which is also great.
Which you have to
I want one of those shirts.
Which I understand when you book somebody. That's just what happens. But the fact of in jail, in a cell, released and gets to the course an hour before his tee time at a major, and then shoots 5 under.
Yeah.
What fucking excuses do we have when it's like, it's like, well, you weren't fucking arrested right before.
Yeah. You're arrested. What the hell's going through his mind?
Yeah.
I am doing what I'm told. I didn't mean to drag the fucking police off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guarantee the guy didn't mean to do that. Scottie comes off as a pretty wholesome person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some might say a little bland.
Yes, a newborn baby. Doesn't probably want to ruin that. Yeah. And then shoots a fucking 66.
Yeah.
Jesus. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. God, he's good at golf.
So good.
I didn't like him with a beard, I'll be honest with you. It looked fake.
Yeah.
It looked like one of those sand magnet things, toys.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what his beard looked like to me. I was like, I should have just shook him a little bit and made it go away.
Now, obviously, the internet being the internet was awesome. Obviously, a lot of Michael Scott with the do-rag.
The do-rag.
I tell you about being in prison. All the ones where the Randy Marsh and they put Scottie Scheffler's face over him going, this is America.
Yeah.
What are we doing? This is America.
My favorite ones is the scene from Hangover. Bradley Cooper. We fucked up, and it's like the police officer calling the chief, and then the one there was the police officer who arrested Scottie Scheffler, and it's Doofy from Scary Movie. I love that one.
What is that? My ass.
Yeah, good memes. A lot of good stuff,
dude. And the golf fans of the amount of people that must have just mostly had or went out early to buy those iron-ons.
Yeah.
The amount of mugshot t-shirts walking around.
Made.
One guy was in a fucking prison jumpsuit.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
It was hilarious. I think, what was another one I saw? Oh, it was the meme of Tiger, doing this. It was like, big dog.
Yeah. I seen one because that whatever they call that, the PIF or whatever. It's a social media thing for the PGA Tour. Whoever gets the most internet traffic and stuff at the end of the year, you get these bonuses.
Okay,
it's like $20 million.
Oh shit!
It's like it was just a picture of Scottie Scheffler smiling. It was like knowing that you're going to get all the PIF money, and all you had to do was just get arrested. Because over the last however many years, like Tiger's won it every year.
Single time. Yeah,
he didn't even play on the tour.
No,
it's like because I was having a conversation with somebody. They're like, "Well, Tiger's on this, and he's doing what's right for the tour." I say he doesn't even play on the tour. He's attempting to play in 4 events a year, and none of those are PGA Tour events.
No,
they're all
majors.
Majors.
Yeah,
that the PGA Tour has nothing to fucking do with.
Nope. Yeah. But he gets all the freaking money.
Gets all the money.
It's funny.
Well, then they just, because that, I want to say, whenever the PGA Tour just signed that venture capitalism firm and got a couple $2 billion or whatever, they had players that had equity stake or whatever. Like Tiger just got a check for like $80 million for that.
Yeah.
Like,
come on.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
It's like everything that they do is somehow around just to give Tiger more money.
Yeah.
And I'm a Tiger Woods fan.
Same.
I'm also not in the, I get some friends that are still like, he's going to win again. It's like, no, he is not. He can't play fucking golf anymore.
No.
While walking. Play on a cart.
Yeah.
The walking thing is a big
bad.
fucking deal.
Tiger's not going to win a 4-day event ever again.
No.
Maybe he'll win a day.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like the first round, he
like
could
the
shoot
3-day or whatever on the senior tour where they ride carts.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not.
Yeah.
You tell me he is going to beat Scottie Scheffler.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean.
No. Not like you said, not in the walking.
Yeah. No. You just can't do it. I mean, he's got a fused back.
Yeah.
And a fucked up leg.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what do you.
Yeah. He walks like he's hurt.
Yeah. You could.
He walks
you can
like
just
he's
see
still
it.
hurt.
And his clothing line is fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's ugly.
That logo is shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I remember people, I can't remember who said it. It was just like, boy, I wonder what would have been a good logo. Oh, maybe his golf swing or maybe his fist pump. That is the most famous fist pump you've ever seen. Just in a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, Jordan.
Yeah.
Instead, you got this tiger that's made up. When you have to explain the logo, it's a good logo.
Yeah.
Well, each dash is for a major he's won. And this one that looks like it's the tiger's cock.
Yeah.
It's of like.
Yeah.
And then the name is not Sunday Red, it's Sun Day Red. Because they wanted it to be 3 words because it's tailor-made. They said, well, when things come in 3, people, it's like, that's not.
Shut up.
It's not how the world works.
Shut up. Just make something cooler than that.
And it's reasonably priced.
Is it?
Yeah. Like a golf shirt, like the basic golf shirt. The most basic golf shirt you can buy is like $140.
Yeah, I figured.
I think like a t-shirt is like $120.
Yeah. What the shitty part is, his Nike line of clothing was awesome. And the logo was way better. Just like the TW thing.
Of which Nike owns.
Yeah, I know you can't use it, but still, it's like, just copy that. I mean, like,
come up with something.
Come up with something better than the weird tiger dick. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. But golf stuff. I mean, we talked about beforehand about dress codes and things like that. I'm not shocked that younger people aren't following dress codes because it's expensive as fuck to follow dress codes of golf. Yeah, make it more.
Who are you planning on selling this to?
Yeah, exactly.
I understand there's massively expensive Jordans out there, but that's secondary market shit. Like the original price on when Jordans get released is not
something
crazy. It's what a shoe costs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, can you get one? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they're just sold out.
Yeah.
I mean. But it's not like.
No, I mean, $160 is probably a Jordan shoe, and that's what that is a.
It's what any basketball shoe is.
Yeah, I mean, 120 to 140, and then obviously with a Jordan logo, you're going to put the 160 on it. But man,
but that's always the thing too of like, who's your fucking target market besides just like dip riders?
Yeah,
that's kind of what it is. Of like,
because I like to buy People have their own lines.
Yeah, I like to
buy their stuff.
I mean,
like I bought a Marshawn Lynch Beast Mode T-shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's
$30.
awesome. Yeah. Well, that was the thing. It was
That's
like
it.
a fucking T-shirt was over $100 fucking.
Yeah.
Of like,
I don't even want to
It's
buy
a-
the t-shirt.
oh yeah, but it's a moisture weight. Who gives a fuck? How about you just put your logo on a $30 T-shirt? Probably sell the fuck out of them.
Yeah. I would. There's nothing that I've ever owned that is moisture wicking. Nobody
No, 'cause it's
sweats.
fucking
Like,
terrible.
Nobody sweats like I do. It does
Yeah.
not moisture wick. It holds in
Yeah,
the
it
moisture
just
in the
stays
fabric.
wet.
Yeah, it's wet the whole time.
You know what? Does cotton?
Yeah.
It fucking dries
It dries. Yeah.
rather quickly.
Rather quickly. This is wet.
Yeah,
And it's going to stay wet until I take it off.
and everything is turned into the athletic
Yeah.
fabrics
Dry
of like
fit.
everything is like.
Yeah.
You just get a
Does anybody-
fucking shirt?
Does anybody just like normal shirts that don't cling to you?
Yeah.
That's
Why is everything? Not everybody's got the body to wear tight shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, well, it's form. Like that bothers me. I think I've talked about it before, but like watching Rory play,
Oh God, yeah.
it looks like his
He's
shirts
gotta
are
be
so
uncomfortable.
fucking tight.
So tight.
And I mean, obviously, he walks like he's got a dildo or
Yeah.
a butt plug in.
Uh huh.
But it's like, dude, is that not tugging on your arms when you're swinging? And like,
Yeah.
it feels like your veins are gonna pop out. Your sleeves are
Mhm.
so fucking tight.
Yeah. His pants are tight. Fucking queer.
Oh God,
I hate Rory.
I do too.
I do.
He's such a piece of
He
shit.
is, man. God.
He's right up there with Russell Wilson for me.
You're right.
I mean, he is
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, my
You know, it's like
God.
that whole year of like, I hate live golf. Fuck those guys. And now the whole tunes change when it's like Liv might buy the fucking. You know, it was
not
just
bad.
I was upset and like, you're changing your path.
Yeah. Shut up, dude.
And you fucking divorcing your wife now.
Yeah. And then freaking, I don't know if it was like a purposeful thing, but I saw on Twitter that it said Rory and his wife are getting a divorce. And then it was like an hour later, Brooks Koepka puts this picture up of his wife about being on like the swimsuit edition
Oh.
again after having a baby. And she's just fucking a smoke show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was like, Liv and PGA Tour beef still happening. I was like, I don't think, it could have been a little bit of a shot, but
it's not because Koepka said like a week ago, he's like, if I could pick anybody to just play with and practice, it's always going to be Rory.
yeah,
Like they're friends.
they're friends.
Like,
Yeah,
The only people talking about it is just like the guy after each round. What do you think about the Liv guys? It's like, I think the PGA Tour promotes Liv more than anything.
Oh yeah,
If the PGA Tour players and the media wouldn't talk about it, nobody even knows it fucking happens.
I've never watched a live event.
No.
I don't
They're
care.
terrible.
Yeah, why would I want to do that?
It's,
I support it because I think it's great.
Get your money. I
You'll
mean,
get your money, man.
stay out of people's fucking checkbooks.
Yeah.
That's not your gig.
No,
But I'll tell you what doesn't bother me though, and I used to fucking hate him. I hated Bryson DeChambeau.
mm-hmm.
But he's putting out a lot of internet content.
Yeah.
I kind of fucking like him
That's
now.
kind of funny-ish, and
Yeah.
I've seen
They
a couple clips.
Played that hole with the
Yeah.
junior set of clubs and something.
Yeah.
Beat the fuck out of him. He hit
Yeah.
the shit of a fucking
Yeah.
driver that came up to about his cock.
Yeah. I didn't like him at first because it just was like, oh my God, he hits the ball far. I was like, yeah, that's all he does. He's
Yeah.
not good at anything else. As soon as he stopped wearing that stupid ass hat, I was like, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It kind of came back on the when he did the whole fucking meathead thing, gained all that weight and all the pro. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, he's hitting it so far. It's like, yeah, but Rory still outdrives him. Like
Yeah,
Rory's
exactly.
the longest hitter on tour.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, well, Bryson hits it so far. It's like, yeah, but like, look at the tournaments. He's never the leading driving distance guy
No.
ever.
And he's going to have to do something because that's in like 5 years, his back's going to be out from how fucking hard he swings.
Yeah.
It's the only person ever swinging that fucking hard and it doesn't go any which way.
Yeah. Yeah, he hits it pretty straight.
Yeah, he does for how, just like the velocity and how
Yeah.
fast it fucking looks. It's like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I just catch a bunch of clips of it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good content
Yeah.
that he puts out. I mean,
Yeah, he can do that.
yeah. You don't have to be a nerd, which, I mean, he is.
Yeah.
But he was like a nerd and unlikable. It's kind of likable.
Yeah. You can still be a nerd.
Yeah. It's okay. Just don't be like Rory.
Yeah.
Such a loser. That's what bothers me, too, is like they always ask like Jordan Spieth's opinion. Is like, when the fuck's the last time that fucking guy's done anything?
I know.
It's like, well, what's Jordan think about the live? It's like, couldn't be on it. I mean, he couldn't win on that fucking tour.
Yeah,
so what do we
say?
I mean, like, why are we getting the opinion of a guy that's like ranked like 50th?
I know.
Like,
yeah. Him and fucking a lot of he's one that's I really noticed that like he gets in his own fucking head.
Oh yeah.
Him and fucking JT, and I'm a big JT fan, but they both get in their own fucking head and it's like, yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Because not that I'm a good golfer by any means, but I love sports, and you can tell the people who have their emotions in check.
Yeah.
They may not show it.
Yeah.
But you can always tell who can overcome a bad shot or anything, just like in any other sport. But like when they show their emotions more than anybody, I feel in a negative way.
Yeah.
Like it's always like, you can swear whatever, you didn't like the shot, that's fine. But it seems like you let that one shot bother the fuck out of you, where you let it ruin the whole rest of the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Spieth let it ruin his whole fucking round.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's like a quarterback letting one interception dictate the 3 other quarters that you got to play. It's like, come on, dude.
Now,
shit happens, but
Justin Thomas does have the greatest clip of when they cut on the TV copy. It was like, here's Justin Thomas for birdie. And he misses that putt. It like camera's right on him. And he goes, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh, yeah.
And the announcer's just like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe don't put those mics so close.
Now, the whole full swing thing, I do enjoy, because you get to see a different side of them.
Yeah.
And all of them seem like cool guys to be around, except for Rory. Yeah, you don't think so?
Seems a little pompous.
Do you?
Like, he needs smacked in the face. I feel.
Yeah. Now, I kind of had that one on the first season.
Yeah.
But when the second season happened, and they were talking about the real young Asian kid.
The way they treated him.
And Spieth was like, why? I don't know why people are giving him shit or anything like that. And I was like, okay, I like you now. He's like, he can wear what he wants. It's not a big deal.
That was a weird thing of like, why is...
Yeah.
Like, it made the tour look bad of like, this kid's having a good time. And like, why is everybody treating him like shit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But when he like stood up for him, it was like, I don't know why people are doing this. It's weird. And I'm like, okay, Spieth, you get it. You're one of the people. You're one of us.
Kid's won a couple times.
Yeah.
He's having a good time. He's a young guy. Good player.
Good player. Took his shoes off to get in the creek. Why are you giving him shit for it?
Yeah. Not the first person to do it.
Ever do that. No.
It's because he's not white.
Yeah. Bastards.
First name's Tom.
Yeah.
Kim. I gotta assume his first name's also not Tom.
No. You gotta say it in the accent.
Right. Tom.
Yeah.
Tom. Temecula.
Temecula?
I don't know.
Yeah, in California, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. Or
something.
Is it out west.
Something bad.
Temecula in California? I think so.
Never been to California.
Me either.
I have no reason to go.
Me either. I don't feel like I would, I don't feel like I'd like it.
Yeah, it's...
We had a...
Like,
speaking of
so
California...
nice out here. It's like, well, it's warm in a lot of places. I don't...
Yeah. It's too busy.
Yeah.
I don't like that many people. But I do have a funny story about California. So we had a substitute come into the school probably 2-3 months ago. And originally from Lima, moved out there, came back, whatever. Just subs when he doesn't work or whatever. And we were talking, and he said he was from California, or he said he had lived in California for a few years. I was like, is it true about like how bad the homeless is? He goes, dude, it is horrible how bad. He goes, I don't even think some of them are homeless. He's like, I just think that they just sit on the street. He goes, it's that bad. He goes, and then all of a sudden, sometimes you just don't see them anymore. He goes, and that's why I don't think like some of them are actually homeless. Like, But he goes, I swear to God that somebody either housed them all or killed them all during COVID because you didn't see a single one of them.
Yeah.
He goes, for 2 years, you didn't see a single homeless person.
They put them in hotels.
They could have.
I think that's And they paid hotels.
Yeah.
I think that's
He's
what
like,
happened.
you didn't see a single one of them. And he goes, it was that. He goes, honestly, that was probably the creepiest thing about COVID was you walk outside and you're walking down the street and there's nobody on the street.
Yeah.
You're passing people, but there's nobody on the street. He goes, it was so weird after living there and seeing just, because you probably see 2 or 3 homeless people in a block.
Yeah.
And he goes, then there's just nobody. He's like, it was super weird. It was like one of the movies like where they get rid of, you know, the home. He goes, that's what it honestly, felt like.
That was a funny thing, like when they had the Super Bowl and the national championship in LA and stuff like that. It was like, because all the talk leading up to it is like, man, the homeless problems are pretty bad. And that's the area that SoFi is kind of where it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then like both those weeks are like, there's no homeless here.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so they can clean it up.
They can clean it up.
Only when other people are coming. No.
Yes.
It's like, well, we're having company. We better fucking clean the house.
Yeah. Got to put the 3-eyed kid in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Looking in 3 different directions like a fucking loser. Talking about basement. Why? Dude, I've had like.
You have more shit with your basement now?
Buddy, it's been some time. Like since I've had like a good day.
Yeah.
Like it's been rough. But this one's kind of a funny thing because it's classic me.
Okay.
Obviously, I got my air conditioner fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I fixed it myself because I'm a fucking man.
Yeah. Boom.
All in, about $11.
Not bad. Just needed that other part we talked about.
The capacitor went out of it, so I went ahead and fixed that like a G.
Nice. YouTube?
No.
No, you just know how to do it.
Oh, the fucking wires are attached.
Nice.
I just got to see where they're at, put them back in the same spot on the new one.
That makes sense.
And it was just a wild-ass guess that was what the problem is. But hey, the fan started, and then it stopped. And the thing's called a run capacitor, so.
Nice.
And there's not a lot of heating and air. There's not a lot of parts in those things. There's only a couple things that it can be.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that the fan spun, figured it wasn't the motor.
Nice.
But obviously I have dampness in my basement, so I have a dehumidifier down there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that motherfucker quit working. And it's done.
Yeah.
Like, all right, fuck. Then I didn't do anything for a couple days or whatever, and I went to get something out of a closet that I don't go in.
It stunk.
No.
Oh.
It was just, it's like a closet in another bedroom that I don't, it's part of my house I don't live in. So.
Yeah.
I opened that closet, buddy. There's a brand new dehumidifier in a box.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, I must have bought 2.
2? Just in case one breaks. That's
like, huh. So I was like, yeah, I got it out. I was like, all right, hooked it up, fucking running.
Nice.
Like, all right, well, apparently I was thinking ahead. I don't know why I have this, but I had it.
That does seem like something you do.
Yeah.
Though. I'll buy 2 just in case.
Yeah, just standard.
Yeah.
Why not?
Just in case I break that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They from fucking Lowe's or whatever, they don't last so long.
Well, I was going to offer the one that's in our basement that's in a box still.
Like that sump pump that you offered me that it's been.
Yeah, that you didn't take.
That I didn't take.
Yeah.
I got a new one anyway.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, everything's been breaking lately, and it's just been
pain in the ass.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I don't want to fucking work anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have to come home and fucking fix shit. Tired of fixing shit.
Tired of fixing shit.
But yeah, on the air conditioner wise, knowing that of what a capacitor costs, I'm like, I ain't paying somebody fucking $200 to come out and put a fucking capacitor in. That shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
And do it myself. I need to get back into the man days.
Yeah.
Just man stuff.
Man stuff.
Touching tips and.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the great thing with capacitors are, if you're ever doing anything, you got to release the charge because they are like a stun gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you cut the power to them, like they hold a charge. That's what helps start the.
Yeah.
So like, even though there's no power, like it'll fucking hit you.
Ah.
So you have to take a screwdriver and kind of touch the prongs together and kind of release it. Obviously, don't grab the metal of the screwdriver either when you do that.
Yeah.
Also, consult your local YouTube page before you do any of that stuff. If you don't take any advice from me, but be careful because it'll fucking get you. That's basically what they are. Stun guns or capacitors. That's when.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Sure does.
I remember putting in 220 in my mom's house, and I slipped. I touched it, and it shot me backwards against the wall. I was like, God damn, like my elbows hurt. You know what I mean? You just kind of, it didn't hurt initially. Obviously, it happened so fast, but like afterwards, like my forearms hurt. Like my, you know what I mean? It just like sent like obviously a shock through my entire body. And it just kind of felt like an ache for like an hour or two in the elbows. And I didn't like it.
I don't know what the voltage is. Obviously, we've all been hit by 120. It's just a
outlets,
tingle, no big deal. You stick,
scares you.
But it's, like the two, how it kind of pops you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the voltage is of where it grabs you.
Yeah,
of where is it 5? Yeah, you getting up to 580 or 480 or actually 480.
Yeah.
Of like, when does it not just blow your ass off?
So I remember being like 5, 6 or 7, and this is at my mother's house. My dad, my mom, room in the back of the house, the shower was leaking underneath, and there's a crawl space. Well, like the lamps that you plug in, and it's an actual like lamp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's open.
Yeah.
Well, I remember they plugged that one in, and like a lamp that would go on like a, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't want to explain it, but
I understand.
Okay. And I don't know what the power is or in one of those is, but I remember my dad being underneath the house with the lamp looking to see basically how much water was underneath there. And he goes, okay, I need to see where it's leaking. Turn on the water. Turned on the water, and it came down and it hit.
Oh.
And it, and that grabbed him.
Yeah.
Because
you got water involved too.
So, I mean, it was like, and then you could see his like hand shaking, and then you could just see it like he was able to basically move it out of the way, and then he sat it down, and then his hand was still like shaking.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I'm okay."
Yeah.
I'm okay. Yeah. It was scary because he didn't say anything. There was no ow or anything like that.
Yeah,
it was just like he was like focused on. He was like, I gotta get this off of the water.
That's the funny thing that we got into this talk because it reminds me the video that I sent you about, like, I think those guys were in New Zealand. They're reading the injury reports.
Yeah.
That thing was fucking epic.
Yes, it was
that was epic.
Yeah.
And the guy who wrote it, fantastic job writing it.
Yeah.
But then I just got on a run of those guys doing that. And it was one guy, he's a farmer, and he was off farming because he had a broken arm and shoulder.
Yeah.
So he was doing something, backing a tractor up, and he's in his barn, and he was moving like hay or something like that, and he had it all over him. And you know how that gets in your fucking pants and everything. So he leaned up against the post and was shaking his pants hard, trying to get all the straw and shit out of his pants.
Yeah.
Well, on that post is an electrical line, and he's got his hand on it, and he's just shaking. And his son walked in and thought he was being electrocuted, so he grabbed a 2x4 and hit him to get him off the, because you got to.
Oh, shit.
He fucking hit him and broke his fucking arm.
Oh, God.
He just thought he was electrocuted, and he couldn't get off, so he fucking hit him with a 2x4. Well, good on the son, because maybe you don't take like a baseball swing. You usually kind of just pry him off of him.
Like a nudge.
This goes, ha!
I've had one of those moments before, but not in the severity. So when we used to burn wood as a kid, a guy my dad worked with had like a woods.
Yeah.
Own a bunch, some acreage and woods and things like that. And we just used to go in there and cut. And his friend used to come with us. And I was they both had saws, and then they were just chunking them up. And then my job was to kind of get the chunks and just throw them in the trailer. And my dad and his friend were like, if you need us, if we're going too fast or you need something or anything like that, he's like, throw one of the clumps of mud or something like that at us. And, that we don't come up on us, stay away, but just, throw something at us to get our attention. And I was like, okay. Something happened, and I don't know what, I needed his buddy. and I grabbed like a clod of dirt or something, and I fucking chucked it, and it hit him right in the back of the head, and he like fell down. He like stumbled a little bit and like sat down, and he turns and looks at me, and he's got this big smile on his face. He's like, "You didn't have to throw it that hard and hit me in the head." And like my dad's losing it, you know. He's just like, yeah,
look out!
I was like, I needed something. I mean, I was like 8, you know.
Yeah,
fucking chucked it at him.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I remember it was me and my brother. And the third guy's grandma's house is like this trailer out in the country or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he doesn't need to be named. He's a real piece of shit. So, but at like the field around, there's this tree and then like a creek. And I just remember like we would obviously I had a lighter.
Yeah.
And we lit a little fire and we had these sticks and we had them wet from the creek and we put it out. You know, like
yeah,
light a fire, put it out.
Yeah,
it's like I don't remember whose idea it was. Well, let it get a little bigger.
Yeah,
dude.
I've been there before.
Like, kid had to run to the house and got like this pan or whatever, like a chafing dish or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then dish it out of the river. In your mind, it's way fucking big, like the whole field's burning down.
Yeah,
but end up getting it put out, and you know. And then just remember, is this the sticks were got sharpened like they were like fucking spears.
Yeah,
and then the pan got thrown in the creek, and then we just putting holes in it. Just starts like, Grandma probably wondered where the fuck my cake pan goes.
Yeah, I've told you the toilet stories with the firecrackers, right? Yeah. It's a fun one.
But I feel like everybody's got the fire story. Well, let it get a little bigger, then we'll put it out.
We'll put it out.
It'll be more fun. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's actually shockingly
not fun.
Not fun at all.
When we were in school, we found out that if you take the small colored sparklers, bundle them up, twist the wick.
Okay.
Basically, you have to get them all lit.
Yeah.
Tight. You have to bundle them up tight. When they all end, it's like a small
little
bomb.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so we had like 6 packs. Bundled them all together. There's like 4 or 5 lighters going, trying to get them all. And we put it at this base of this small like tree in a woods. Dude, it took out the tree.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like you were like maybe we'd put too many in.
Yeah,
like that was the goal, was to see if it'll blow up this tree.
Yeah,
and it did. I mean, it was, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a big tree by any means. I mean, like a little like inch and a half
like
base.
In your mind, it's like a massive fucking oak tree.
Yeah, like we're all hiding behind a tree, like with our phones backwards, trying to like film it, and then you can see it lit, and then because you can't, it's dark, right?
Right.
The only thing in the video, you just see it just goes yellow in the video, and it's like, oh shit, and then the tree fell. But it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was sweet.
I remember, obviously doing hood rat shit in the hood rat town that we grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
But when you first learn about like the cleaner,
the works bombs,
yeah, and then now all of a sudden it's like you're looking for 2-liter bottles.
Yeah.
Like, does anybody got a 2-liter bottle? We got some foil.
Yeah.
And then you never realize that your parents are like, the fuck do we never have any cleaner in this
my mom yelled at me one time. She's like, where's all my toilet cleaner? I was like, we used it to make bombs. And she goes, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah.
But how big can a 2-liter bottle get before it blows, man? It's fucking
out
massive.
There. Yeah. It doesn't work in glass.
No.
Found that out. We weren't smart,
Yeah.
We're just trying different containers.
Yeah.
It does work with Tupperware.
What'd you say?
Tupperware.
Okay. I thought you said tubber.
It sounds like, I probably go back.
I was like,
I do know it's called Tupperware.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
It goes back and forth. Yeah, no, I understand. But it does work with plastic. Yeah.
Assuming it just popped the top at some point.
It does. It's not as cool. Not as cool. The ones that clip, though, it'll pop the bottom out of it. Yeah, like a normal one. But yeah.
Yeah, those are all the
2 liters are cool.
The other one was I think I told that on here before, was the the slingshot that the actually I think it was a piece of shit kid. That I think he shot the neighbor or something with it.
Oh yeah,
something like that. It was like it did for us to. We don't have one. Buried it in the fucking yard.
Oh,
just put it in the ground.
Luke shot my mom in the boob with an airsoft gun.
Yeah,
when we were kids, we were getting them all ready to go, having a little backyard war there.
Yeah.
And it was actually, it was a faraway shot, like back deck, 50 yards.
Oh.
Pool.
So it was like looped in there.
Yeah. And I was like, that one doesn't work. Put that one down. And he goes, and he like cocks it and shoots it. And he goes, oh yeah, nothing came out. And my mom goes, ow. Like, oh, sorry.
Wasn't even trying.
I wasn't even trying to shoot you.
Wasn't trying to shoot you in the titty.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah.
But he felt bad.
I'm sure he did.
Still funny though.
Yeah, you can't get around the funniness of it.
No. I had some. We kind of hit the age where airsoft guns were awesome, and then at the same time, airsoft guns kind of became awesome. You know what I mean? Because they're not really. I don't really know anybody who plays with them anymore or anything like that. But it was like a big thing, and the trashy flea markets down in like Cincinnati area.
Yeah.
They have like fucking military grade airsoft guns. And I had like a shotgun, a pistol. I spent stupid money at this place trying to get these cool airsoft guns. This shotgun would put an airsoft BB in your skin.
Oh, damn.
Like it was out there. It was kind of cool because it had shells. And you put the BBs in the shell,
shells.
and then you loaded the shell. So you kind of felt like it was a real thing.
Yeah.
It fucking hurt. Like it wasn't a fun one to play with. There's two of them that we just didn't play with because it's not fun. It's like actually make you bleed and stuff. But we originally tried the metal one with the CO2, and that one's not fun because that will hurt.
Bust you up.
Yeah.
That's the ones that get me, man. It's like seeing the video, like the amount of YouTube channels of full-fledged adults that like getting like in fucking ghillie suits and but then getting massive fights of like, I hit you, you didn't stick your hand up. You're not supposed to be able to spawn from there. And I'm like, you're fucking 40.
Yeah.
Like, what do we?
Yeah. Now I'm over.
Yeah. You were never in the military. I mean,
that's what I love the Gillis one with the paintball, the paintball group.
Yeah. It's like people
who take the paintball seriously.
Man.
Like, yeah.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. And you're a douche. Yeah.
You're not going pro, man. You're never going to make it.
Yeah.
Those aren't fun to watch. And I've tried watching those on ESPN when they have like the World Paintball Championships. Like, those aren't fun to watch at all.
Yeah.
You just waste a bunch of paintballs.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just, hey, keep pouring these in rapid fire, and then we'll try to get to the next air balloon or whatever that you fucking hide behind.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah. Stupid
motherfuckers.
Yeah. I hate them.
I hate everybody. Because they don't see things the way I see them. And I'm always right.
Mm-hmm.
I did use that line.
Yeah.
This week it was at work. Somebody asked me a question. A location of something that I didn't know where it was, but I said, I assume it's on the other end where we did some stuff. And the lady's like, well, you know what happens? You assume. I said, you're right. She goes, what? No, it's you makes an ass. I said, no, I'm right a lot. she just looked at me like, okay.
Like, yeah.
Well,
you're not this
I mean, prove that I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the last week's show. We talked about the movie where Spider-Man gets pleasured anally.
Yeah.
Luke said it's actually a really good movie, and he explained the premise of it, and it actually sounds kind of cool. I want to go back to that because it was pretty cool.
Oh.
So, what's it called again? I'm trying to look at it.
Anal Man?
The Crowded Room is what it's called.
Cock.
Yeah. So he said it's based in the 70s.
Okay.
he has a split personality. Spider-Man does.
Okay.
Tom Holland. Keep calling him Spider-Man. It's not his name.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Phil Spider-Man. And he does, and he goes, you don't know that, but you figure it out. But he says that, so he has all these friends, and he thinks they're just, he's him or whatever. He goes, the first one, he's like the very first documented case of having split personalities.
Okay.
Because it's based loosely off of a true story, basically. But one of the personalities is a woman.
Okay.
So he thinks that he's a woman just having sex with a man.
Yeah.
And basically there's other things that obviously happen in it. But like based off of that premise, I'm like, oh, okay. Because when we talked last week, I just assumed that it was like a gay movie,
Yeah.
It doesn't sound straight, but I mean.
Based off the book called The Many Faces of Eve, if I'd have to guess.
Okay.
She was one of the ones that, like, she does a lot of teachings of, she does in real life have.
Split personality. Yeah.
Because there's at least.
Isn't there going to be a new movie coming out?
Probably.
I think it is. I think that sounds familiar.
And that's what they say is like it's never two. Like it's not just you and another. And obviously it happens super young. It's usually traumatic, and it says it's the minimum. It's usually 3 personalities.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There was one. I guess it's an older movie, but I thought they were remaking it, to be honest with you, because it sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's what I've heard that too. It's 3, like a minimum of a 3 thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have heard that. Which I mean, I like the split personality thing because it's hard for my mind to wrap around it. That
that you don't know,
and that you were. Most of the time, it's a trauma thing. You're so traumatized that you created a whole other person.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to be.
Yeah.
You.
And it happens when you're like 5.
Yeah. I know it happens.
The people that, like, obviously, it's usually people going to fucking court for something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit doesn't happen when you're in your fucking 20s.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Hey, he told me that I had to fucking bash a skull in. And eat his fucking pinky.
Yeah. It's hard for me to.
Jeffrey Dahmer did that with fingers, like they were chicken wings.
Probably.
Hot sauce.
Yeah. Puts that shit on everything.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't sound bad. I like, because, like, it's a Shalamalam movie, but that Split.
Yeah.
Was fucking great. First time I watched it, I'm like, this is awesome.
Great movie. Yeah. Now the one where the last one was too much, where they fought and everything. Yeah. It's like Bruce Willis. I saw that movie when I was like 8.
Yeah.
Whenever I watched it on TV, because my dad's like, oh, this is a good movie. I had no clue it was together till the end of it. Yeah. But I didn't think they needed to make a third one where they all combined them together. Like, Split was awesome. Like, his acting is fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic. The fact that he can go back and forth and everything like that. Yeah, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. And I like that they give you the visuals, too. Yeah. Like, when he turns into the beast, he just gets shredded out of his mind, because that's what he thinks that, I think that's cool. Good movie. Solid movie.
Yep. That was... I'm not a Shyamalan guy.
Yeah.
Because
I tell you what, that knock at the cabin or whatever.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed that one.
Because his, obviously, like The Sixth Sense was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, people acting like it was.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. It was a good movie.
Uh-huh.
But it was like, then it just got into the twist thing of like, hey, man.
He got too much of a twist.
Like the fucking. Whatever that one where it's like, you thought it was like the fucking 1400s and it's actually present day, but they just never left these fucking woods.
Oh, yeah.
That was
the village.
Like,
like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, the village was terrible.
It just got into everything had to be this major twist of like, that's not.
The one that he made that I thought it was a good alien movie, but the twist at the end was absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
Where the mom foresaw it or whatever and told the guy to break all those glasses because he didn't like water and it killed the alien.
Yeah.
I thought that was dumb.
Signs,
yeah. They're like, water's killing the alien? Why the hell are they on Earth? Because that's mostly water.
Kind of what it is.
What we are. We're water. That was, besides the point. But
what if they were attacking and it fucking rained?
Yeah. They're dead.
It's like over.
Oh, we won. Yeah. Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, there's two the Knock at the Cabin, I did really like that one.
Yeah.
That one was good. And then the one I did not see coming whatsoever was The Visit. Did you ever watch that one? It's more of a horror-ish twist. So, there's these two grandparents. Their daughter kind of, separated herself from her a little bit. They kind of reconnected, and they wanted to meet their grandkids for the first time. Well, so they send the grandkids. They're just staying for like a week to, meet with the grandparents, whatever. And, as the time goes on, they call like mom like every day or whatever, and they're like, like grandma and grandpa, they're kind of acting funny. And she was like, well, like they don't know you, you're not used to it, blah, blah, blah. Well, the grandparents are actually people who help in a psych ward, and the two people in the psych ward killed them and then took over as the grandparents. It was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Pretty good one. It was one of the ones where it was like, oh, fuck, yeah. Like, that one is I didn't see it coming. I just thought, like, the grandparents were not who they, like, they were that weird. I didn't think that they were murdered. And then, because they hid it, you don't really know that it's not them till, like, 20 minutes left in the movie.
Gotcha.
Because they see a picture of their mom and the actual parents.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're like, that's not them. And it's like, then you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, then you find out. Yeah, that's good. Good movie. Solid.
I don't know what else he'd done. He wasn't Shutter Island, was he?
No, that was Scorsese.
Okay.
That
was
one.
okay, yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. I didn't see that one coming.
That was
the best one about that is when they come back out and they tell you all like what do they call them, Easter eggs, to hint that he's actually in jail. Like the lighter.
Yeah.
Like the guy had to light a cigarette for him because inmates can't have lighters.
Yeah.
And you don't, and there's just a couple other subtle ones that you catch in there. And it's like, that actually makes a lot of sense now that you spoil it for us.
But that's the other thing too, of like, because we all know people that never have a fucking lighter.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
you smoke 2 packs a day and you never have a fucking lighter.
No.
And you're always trying to steal mine.
Yeah.
That happened. Like, mine ran out the other day on me, which is like, that is my thing. Because like, you hear, I think Seinfeld, I seen something like it about Bic pens, is like he uses them till they run out.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of writers that I've seen do, that's kind of their thing, is like, I don't lose lighters. I have lighters until they run out.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I always have the lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's important to have things and use them to completion.
It's part of your pocket accessories.
Yes. I don't have many pocket accessories.
No.
A lighter,
Lighter's one of them.
box, and some keys.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's good. Simple.
And this cock.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I did get you a painting of it. So
Thank you. And hang it up with all the other ones in here.
look like a button. That was the on that what we do in the shadows or whatever is just the I think it was like the energy describing the devil that has, or no, it was when they were out in the woods and it was like the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
It's long nut sack.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it has a long ball sack and a button cock.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fantastic. Just the way he says that, fantastic. But the one that got me, it might be the greatest line, is like when Colin, the energy vampire, comes back up as a kid.
Yeah.
He's come through and like he's complaining about the stuff about being an energy vampire, about not. And when the main guy, I can't remember his name, Laszlo or whatever.
Yeah.
When he just goes, I mean, when I was a kid, if I would have known I'd had these devilish good looks, this rapier wit, and this fat cock, I would have been pissed too. It's like, that is the greatest fucking line.
It's a funny show. It's goofy, and there's no point to it whatsoever. It's one of the few shows that I've enjoyed where there's no point to it.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to.
No,
you don't even really have to pay attention to it.
No, you just have to listen.
They ain't really telling a story.
No,
it's just here's some shit that happened this day.
Yeah, and it's funny. Just it's the accents get me, and the way that they say shit.
And the way he delivers his lines.
Fuck off. Tempt me with your sex potions.
Yeah. Such a good. This is this rapier wit in this fat cock. I would have been pissed too. Just to let the people know, because I did text you, the name of the show was Inside Man on Netflix that I could not come up with. And it bothered. I hate the name because Inside Man is a phenomenal movie. It's one of my favorite fucking movies.
It's one of the best movies ever.
And like to make a show and use that name.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And the fact that Netflix tried to do an Inside Man 2.
Oh my God.
With nobody. Nobody. You didn't, like, you could have done an Inside Man 2 and just made it you didn't even make it 2. I don't think that's a sequel movie.
It's not. And they didn't name it 2. It's Inside Man and then like a whatever.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel bad. Mm-hmm. Like when I tell people, like we'll talk about movies or whatever, and I'll tell somebody, I'll tell you what, Inside Man is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it scares me after I seen that. I'm like, I hope they don't pull up Netflix and see this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe Inside Man is not on Netflix.
But yeah, it was there for a little bit.
Yeah, but if they see this one and be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, it's Denzel Washington. It's got to be Denzel and fuck Clive Owen.
Clive Owen, yes.
But the show's okay.
Is it?
It's not. And it's only 4 episodes, so it's a 4-hour commitment.
The guy, and I've seen clips of it on TikTok.
So it's it's a guy on death row that helps solve crimes. That's the premise.
Yeah.
So, and I like Stanley Tucci. I mean,
I do too.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not. It's one of those weird ones of like, you're not going to be like, I wasted my time. Like, it's good, but you're not going to be like, it's great.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's just kind of,
okay. Yeah, okay. 4, 6
if they
episodes
made
or whatever.
A second season, I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
Feel like that's okay.
It's the same way I felt. So, Prime, Josh Brolin has a TV show on Prime called like Outer Range or something like that.
Yeah.
First season, not great, not good, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, the ending's great. It sets up for season 2, awesome. And then like season 2 rolled around and it popped up on like my continue watching thing, and I was like, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like it was good, but it kind of drug a little bit. They set up everything in the first season. It's like, I don't know if I want to do it. I haven't made my mind up, but it was good. It was like it almost reminded me of like a Stephen King kind of thing, because it was a sci-fi ish action-ish kind of story, basically. Like they own a ranch. Josh Brolin owns a ranch, and it butts up against a rival ranch. But there's a giant hole in the middle of the ranch. You find out it's a time portal.
Oh.
And the lady was like a homeless lady walking around town, and then she goes to Josh Brolin's ranch, and she's working there as like a farmhand, paying her to be a farmhand. And then some other things happen, and he finds out that the lady is his granddaughter.
Oh.
And that's how season 2 ends, or season 1 ends.
So she's homeless in the future?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, it doesn't, she looks homeless. It presents her as, exactly. Like, man, you did not do well. But his granddaughter in season 1 is like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's odd.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, it's been a year.
Like, you got to get into it.
You got to get in. You got to have some time to pay it. You pay attention to it. Because I remember one of his sons is a bull rider. His other son got into a fight and killed the rival rancher's son. The rival rancher's son picked a fight with this guy.
Yeah.
Guy hit him in the face a couple times and it killed him. So then the cops are looking for. There's some other things that I can't exactly remember that went on, but I did enjoy it. It's just like, I don't know if I don't have time. I got to wait till the summer school's out to really.
Well, it's one of those things too when they take so long.
Yeah.
Like, and I tell you, because I think you text me or whatever, and like watch the Boys trailer.
Yeah.
And it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
but dude, it's been so fucking long. I kind of don't care.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've kind of just
I'm over
moved.
it, yeah.
I've moved on from it. Of like, you had a good thing because it was like first season out. Okay, next year, next season out. Then it was like 18 months, and now it's almost like fucking 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't fucking care anymore.
I get that way with some things.
Like,
I'll watch it just because I do enjoy it that much. But
yeah, like I'll enjoy it when it gets there, but it's like, if it never came back on, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
I forgot. I moved on to something else.
Yeah, it's just too long.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably haven't watched it, dude.
The sugar one you're talking about?
I was so fucking pissed off. That's why I couldn't fucking contain myself.
Yeah.
I know.
Because it just cut off right where you... No? Oh,
nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay. Did the new episode come out that you watched?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think
you can tell me. I mean, it doesn't bother me when I get spoilers.
Well, there's going to be spoilers for this if you plan on watching it. So do with that what you will. If you skip ahead, whatever. If you're even still listening. I like the show.
Yeah.
It's, and it's a throwback to old Private Detective. Voiceover.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And they do cutaways to like they'll cut away to an old black and white Private Detective, he's just searching for this girl, trying to find this girl. And that's like his specialty is I find people. And I don't fucking. All right. So it's like 6 episodes in. The 6th episode gets toward the end. They do some weird fucking shit.
Yeah.
At the end of that episode.
Okay.
Then get into the right into the 7th episode. So it's like, he works for a company, and it seems like the company's fucking him over.
Yeah.
Like they know something happened to this girl, but they're not telling him, and they're trying to push him to the side. And it's like, it's this conspiracy kind of thing. You ready? Yeah, they're aliens.
Oh, man. Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah. This is a good fucking show.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Because at the end of the 6th episode, he's like, I need some sleep or whatever, and he takes this. It looks like heroin or whatever, and he turns like blue.
Oh,
what
my
the
God.
Fuck? And then at the beginning of the next, it's like, they're trying to close that case, and like, there's a fight that's like, how the fuck is this guy this strong? Well, that's his boss. He's a fucking alien.
Oh,
and then he
God.
goes to the house where all of them are meeting together, and they're like, hey, we gotta, like, we've gotten our orders. We have to be off planet by
oh my God,
or whatever.
That's stupid.
And he's like, I still gotta find this girl. It's like, why the fuck?
Why are we aliens?
Why? It's like,
you could have.
I'm into this. This is just a good private detective show.
Yeah.
Fucking aliens.
You gotta ruin it.
Fucking aliens.
Yeah. That's dumb.
I mean,
that's stupid.
Why the fuck?
Yeah.
Can't you just have a good
private detective show?
You gotta have it. And then, so I go online. I'm like, am I seeing this right? That they're all fucking aliens, so I'm looking. And obviously, it's like, well, it was pretty fucking obvious with all the clues that there was that he can do this. One clue was like, he speaks other languages, like almost all the languages. It's like, well, there's people that do that.
Yeah.
It's like, he couldn't get drunk because it's like he said, like his metabolism or whatever, like metabolizes alcohol very fast, so he doesn't get drunk like regular people. It's like, well, there's people like that.
Yeah.
But
it's also in a private detective where that's all he does drink.
Yeah. But it's all these Reddit people that I was the smartest one. The fucking 30 seconds into the first one, and then if you watch all this stuff, you would have known it was very obvious that they were all aliens.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a private detective show. I wasn't looking for clues for people to be a fucking alien because I'm not watching an alien show.
Yeah. Turn the light off. You're going to wake your mom, dude.
It's like,
he's just.
I mean, it was like, cause, and it's right when it's starting to get interesting.
Yeah.
Like, man, his company's like, they're fucking involved with this fucking girl missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh.
Yeah.
They're fucking aliens.
Yeah.
That's. So it was like, well, I mean, I guess I got a show that I don't have to fucking fuck with anymore because I'm not into aliens.
No, it's not my thing either. I like aliens when I know it's an alien movie.
Yeah.
But I don't need them in everything. And only some alien movies are good.
Yeah. But it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's such high hopes too.
Yeah,
Like this is just going to be a good
upsetting.
cop show where
Yeah.
it's just, hey,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go solve some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's upsetting.
It was like it ruined my fucking day.
Yeah, I bet.
Like,
Except, I mean, yeah.
hey, they're going to renew this and there'll be another season. And I like Colin. And I mean, it's like,
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah. That's what I heard a rumor that's what the, not the detectives themselves, but it has like an alien kind of thing to it. That 4th season of the True Detective that just came out.
Oh, the
I heard
Alaska one or whatever.
I heard that there's like a
I don't
alien
understand.
thing. I'm like, I understand that's like the big thing now at time. You know, they think
but like
there's
those are
but
supposed
like,
to, it's called True Detective.
yeah, like it should be a true story. All the other ones are fantastic and could be true.
Shit that probably has happened.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid.
I
Yeah.
don't understand why would you do that?
You know what movie? Speaking of like weird, like alien shit, I found myself really, and I didn't even catch it honestly until last week. I am a huge fan of vampire movies.
Oh,
huge fan.
Yeah,
huge fan.
Yeah,
and I had it never really like because I like the monster kind of shit like that. So I watched one. I don't know if you've seen it advertised, the Abigail.
I haven't watched it yet.
But
I've
have you
seen
seen it advertised? Okay.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It didn't give me anything more than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And that's all I needed. An action movie. Great. Cool shit. And then I watched 30 Days of Night.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic movie. Fantastic fucking movie.
Have
I love
you
that.
ever seen that before?
Yeah. I've seen it a bunch. But it was on Netflix and I had some time, so I clicked on it. I was doing some shit, so I didn't have, I've seen it a bunch.
That is just like the fucking
awesome movie.
That one is like 30 fucking days of this. Like the fucking sun ain't coming up.
Yeah, like that's
like there ain't no saving this shit.
No, I love that movie. And then I love Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter.
It's fucking great.
It's a great movie.
People should have. It's like, well, that's not real. It's like, well, it's not supposed to be jackass.
Yeah. And there's a couple. Oh fuck! There was a couple other ones that I just like in my head. I was like, maybe I am like Van Helsing. Love it.
Yeah.
There's a couple other ones that I kept like going through my list of vampire movies. I'm like, man, I think I have a thing with vampires. Like I enjoy vampire movies, and I don't know why.
Well, you haven't listed one that I don't like.
Yeah, I mean they're good.
I'll tell you what, like the Abraham Lincoln one, it gets you in.
Yeah.
And like at the end of it, where he's like, "Abe, let me turn you, and we can fight vampires." For he's like, I got to go to the play.
Yeah,
it's like motherfucker, you're getting shot.
Yeah, don't go. Don't go. I mean, I love how they try to be historically accurate in the linear timeline of fighting vampires.
Yeah,
it cracked me
like,
up.
Here's shit that happened that actually did happen,
and then we're fighting vampires at the same time. I love it.
Like, I mean, the only one I don't fuck with is the Twilight shit.
I've seen them, but no, I don't.
But they're not
care.
really vampire shows
because they don't love movies.
They sparkle,
and the
is
fact
weird.
that the chick didn't pick the hot werewolf over the weird vampire, I have a problem with. Because if you really look at them,
one looks sick.
One looks sick, and one's hot as shit and shredded, and turns into a fucking werewolf.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And you just want this guy to suck on your neck? Gay. No, I mean, but like the vampire, there was a couple other ones that I thought of that I did like. Oh, I liked, was it a movie? I enjoyed True Blood, the old HBO series. Yeah. I enjoyed True Blood.
Like at the end, they just got too many storylines going on.
Yeah,
but from the beginning, it was
first. I didn't finish it. The first like 3 seasons.
But like where they bring, they know about it and they bring him in. He's talking about being in the Civil War.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, that's pretty fucking.
That's pretty cool.
The Blade movies, except the third one.
I enjoyed the third one.
I mean, it was so, and that's the funny thing with that coming up is I'd seen that Michael Rosenbaum, Baum. His show is actually a pretty good listen, that Inside of You.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a guy that worked on that Blade 3 movie or whatever.
Yeah.
It's talking about why I think it might have been.
Oh,
it was Patton
it was
Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt, and they talked about
how bad fucking Wesley Snipes was. You had to refer to him as Blade.
Yes,
and he wouldn't talk to anybody.
No.
He'd write him on Post-it notes and he'd sign it Blade.
And Patton Oswalt said like Ryan Reynolds wasn't having it and would just fuck with him the whole time.
Yeah.
And he goes, they hated each other. He goes, at one point in time they couldn't do some of the scenes together because Reynolds was just fucking with Snipes so bad.
Well, I think you get that because like Ryan Reynolds' character in that movie fucking sucks.
Oh, I know.
It's what's so bad about the movie.
Yes, it's like,
and that makes sense hearing that. I'm like, this fucking guy.
I guarantee he's like, if he's gonna be Blade, I'm gonna be this dude the entire time.
Yeah.
But I love the Blade movies; they're great. But then I started listening. I am a huge fan from Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah,
love it.
That's a great movie.
What was the other one? Fright Night. I love that.
Boy,
Fright Night.
I've seen that forever.
And then I had to really, I Googled it. I Googled like popular vampire movies just to see if I liked them. Priest, liked it.
Yeah.
Daybreakers, Ethan Hawke.
Okay. Yep.
Liked that one. I didn't realize they were vampires, but technically I Am Legend, they're considering vampire movies.
I don't know about that.
No.
I guess they eat people, but
yeah.
I also kind of thought that more of a zombie type.
Yeah. They also considered Constantine vampires.
They're not?
They're not? No, not at all.
Love that movie, though.
Great movie.
It's the greatest fucking movie. I have probably watched that movie more than any other movie I've ever watched.
Yeah. There's a couple. Where was the other ones at?
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire. Really good movie. The Day Shift, the Netflix one with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It's goofy, but I like
fucking
it.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. And there was a couple other ones that you forget about that are like, oh yeah, good movies. But anyway, I just realized like, man, I am a huge vampire movie fan, and apparently, The Lost Boys was another one.
Yep. Granted, I haven't seen that one forever. I wonder how
bad it is. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's a fucking 80s.
It was one of my mom's favorite movies. So as a kid, we've seen it. What was the other one? There was another one. It was kind of a girly one that I enjoyed. I forget what, but it was this one isn't the girly one. Salem's Lot. I remember watching that as a kid. That kind of sucked because it was so old, but that one was vampires.
There was a TV show that I might have been the only person that watched it. This would have been 2006 or 7, 8, somewhere in there. I maybe got 2 seasons. It was called Moonlight. Guy was a private investigator. He was a vampire.
Oh, okay.
And but they did some things like he could come out in the sun, but it was like you could only be in the sun for so long.
Okay.
So you'd see him during the day, and he's always got like a file with him, and he's kind of holding it to block, or he's standing under a tree or whatever. But it was like, yeah.
I was trying to look up some other ones real fast, but yeah, I just was like, now I have a thing. Usually I just say, I like all kinds of. I'll watch pretty much whatever, but maybe vampires is my thing. Underworld. That was the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Underworld was the other one I couldn't think of that I enjoyed that was vampires. Yeah. Because the very first Underworld is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they kind of get weird, but.
They're getting the lichens and shit in there.
Yeah. The rivalry between the two.
Vampire is cool as shit, man.
Yeah.
It's not a bad gig.
No, it's not. No. Then there was one that I saw. It was Let Me In or something like that. It's like a young girl and a guy, or then she's a vampire.
There was one too. I think it was like oh boy, fuck, I can't remember his name now. The actor's name, Billy Zane. Where he was a vampire or something. It was like might have been like a Tales from the Crypt kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember like him not being able to enter because like you have to be invited in or some shit like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they have to. Yeah. I love the rules too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the different things, and in that Abigail movie, it's more one of the recent ones. They're trying to think of because they don't believe it.
Right.
They're like, there's no way that this little girl's a fucking vampire. And they're like, how do you kill vampires? And they're like, garlic, and they start naming it. They're like, all right, you guys go look, because they're trapped in this house.
Yeah.
Like, you guys go look for it. And the one dumb chick in the movie, she's like, I found him. And the guy goes, you got to be fucking kidding me. Those are onions. She's like, how am I supposed to know? If you do get a chance to watch that one, I did like it.
There's a fucking vampire movie that Jim Carrey is in.
Really?
Yeah. It's obviously in the 90s when he's first. It's Once Bitten or Twice Bitten.
Oh, okay. I think you're right. It's a Tales from the Crypt thing because I Googled Billy Zane and that popped up.
But, and he might not have been a vampire in that. It could have been like a demon, but something like that. But, no, the Jim Carrey one, it's like a comedy vampire movie. Like he's a teenager in college or whatever.
Well, then it got me What We Do in the Shadows. It's like, okay, there's another fucking one that I like that's fucking vampires. Yeah, so apparently that's like my thing.
Yeah.
You have a vampire movie? I'll watch it. I've watched Blackula.
Yep.
With Eddie Murphy.
It's not Blackula.
No, what is it? There is a movie.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Vampire in Brooklyn. There is a Blackula, though.
Dude, the opening of that movie is the funniest. When be the dad from Friday.
Yes.
Is just like, ahoy, motherfucker. It's like he turned into a werewolf and he ran out of here. He's like, are you sure? I know what a wolf is, motherfucker.
That dad from Friday is hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah, that fucking movie's. I've seen that movie a shit ton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vampire in Brooklyn. There's a lot of good vampire fucking movies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, man, there is a lot of good ones. It's one of the, because again, I do like the monster, like werewolves and Frankenstein. I like all that shit. But yeah, I was like, oh, cool.
I think because obviously vampires like went mainstream when like the Twilight shit hit, and then they made all these fucking TV shows that were basically the
Vampire
CW.
Diaries and all that stuff.
For women and girls. But the mainstream stuff kind of went away for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a fucking ton of good vampire movie, man.
That's what I was going through. I was like, man. And then like when they started like I Am Legend, I'm like, but I didn't see anybody suck blood.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I'm saying. It's more of a zombie like kind of thing. I don't know if they're saying that because they don't come out during the day and that's why they're considering them zombies. I guess. Or vampires. I don't know. But
yeah, that's a stretch.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And Constantine, that's not even.
No, they're not even vampires. That was the devil.
It's literally demons.
Demons.
I mean, that's the whole
vampires.
point of the movie is that they're demons.
Yeah. Oh, another one that they said was vampires that I was off was Keanu Reeves, Al Pacino, Charlize Theron.
Oh yeah,
Devil's Advocate. Devil's Advocate. Yep. I'm like, that's a devil. Like he's the devil. It's not a vampire. Like.
Yeah,
but they're like, it was like, because I Googled.
It's literally in the fucking title.
I'm like, that's not a fucking vampire movie. Good movie.
Yeah.
Not a. Yeah.
Boy, now I'm thinking about if there's any that I can't think of. Because you kind of forget about the ones that you know.
Yeah, they're good movies.
Yeah.
Forgot about Underworld. I didn't think of Blade until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I like all the Blades. Yeah.
That first Blade movie.
Oh, it was awesome.
That whatever the guy's name is, the bad guy.
The Ron Perlman?
No, Deacon Frost.
Oh, okay,
The actor.
The actor, okay.
That plays, I can't remember his name. But like he gets treated like he is I hear like he's on fucking commercials. He does the voiceover for like a bunch of fucking radio spots.
Oh, Steven Dorff?
Yeah. He's like, anytime when I'm doing this, and like those fake cigarette things, like it's him in a racing uniform, and like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like I don't know that you've been in a movie since Blade.
The only other thing I've ever seen him in is there's a shitty Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Okay.
Where he plays like the sheriff, and then True Detective.
Yeah.
Only things I've ever seen him in. Blade, that one, and True Detective.
He was in a show that...
I'm on his IMDb right now.
It got canceled immediately, but he was in L.A., the sheriff of L.A. County. Like he was one of the mounted units.
Oh, okay.
Like the captain of the fucking horse riders.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the sheriff got killed.
Okay.
And there was some weird rule that'd been in place since like the fucking 1800s of like, if the sheriff does not finish his term, the head of the mounted division assumes the sheriff's role.
Okay.
Which would make sense of like, if you back in the horse days, that's probably your most experienced guy.
Yeah.
Well, that came in and he happened to be that guy. So now he's the acting sheriff.
Okay.
And it goes into, but then it was good. Like they're doing a bunch of shit, and is kind of like he's a cowboy cop in L.A.
Okay.
Like handle shit the cowboy type way.
Gotcha. And it got canceled, you said?
Well, and then it turned into a fucking shit show of, to just say the wokeness of it.
Oh, okay.
Like, because then he had to, the L.A., like they have to have almost like a Secret Service detail for the, the higher ups of the city, because that's the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was the girl that was his bodyguard was like very attractive, was a lesbian, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then they had this whole blowout episode about how to handle, she doesn't identify as this. It's like, I identify as this and this. He's like, well, first thing in the morning, I'll send a notice to everybody in the department, and that's just the way it is. Like, and I might have had one more fucking episode, and they canceled it. It's like everybody quit fucking watching, and it was like,
ruined.
Like this didn't even didn't even make sense to what the fucking storyline. It was literally she was driving, he was in the back seat, like doing fucking paperwork, and they pulled off to the side of the road, and she's kind of crying, and I'm like, what is this? Doesn't like, can't you just do the show?
Yeah.
Just do the show.
Yeah. Seems easy.
Didn't need to know
no
personal life stuff.
I'm on his IMDb, and there's a few movies that I've seen that he's in that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Fear.com. I've seen that. Have you ever seen that? It's
I don't think I've seen that.
Like a guy, basically, it's like AOL is popular.
Okay.
And the guy is getting girls to come in, and then he kills them. Cold Creek Manor. You ever seen that one?
I've heard of that.
It's kind of like your typical city move to the country, and the country folk don't like the city folk, so they fuck with them. Kind of one of those. Alone in the Dark. That's like a monster kind of movie. Seen that one. Didn't realize it was him until I just got on his webpage. I didn't know he was in Public Enemies. Must not be very much.
He might have been one of the other bank robbers.
Yeah.
But that really wasn't that good of a movie.
No.
That was kind of they had big names in it, and it was kind of like, this is kind of fucking boring.
Yeah. Yeah, it was boring.
You made a bank robbery movie that really didn't have any bank robberies.
No. Leatherface is like the prequel that he was in. I said shitty Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Is it called Deputy?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw that. I've never seen that one.
It's like maybe had 2 seasons, or I don't even know if it had
just 13 episodes.
Yeah.
In 2020.
And I want to say like the 11th or 12th episode is when they did that. And they're like, nah, okay, we're done.
He must be in some of the new episodes of Righteous Gemstones, because it says he's listed in here, and I haven't seen.
He'd probably be good in that.
Probably would be, but I haven't seen the newest one.
Dude, that fucking Walton Goggins, like that fucking role he plays.
Yes. It's funny.
It's
funny.
Everything about like that is like, which he's turned out to be one of my favorite fucking actors. I love Justified.
Yeah. I've never seen it, but
like
I've
the City
heard good.
Primeval that they did, like they set it up to do it, if they decide to. I watched I don't play the video game, but I watched the Fallout show.
Yeah.
It's a fucking good show.
Yeah, I've heard it was good, and I didn't watch it.
He's great.
He has the dude with no nose, right?
He's the ghoul.
Yeah. Which the very first time I remember seeing him, he was the he/she or the train or the cross-dresser in Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
Is remember the first time I saw him.
He was on KFC.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And they talked about that. And he goes, I'll tell you how I got that. He says, because it was Kurt Sutter or whoever ran that show.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously know each other. And he's like, hey, man, you get some downtime. You want to do some spots on the show?
Yeah.
And he goes, I just don't want to come in and be another person that does. He goes, well, what do you want to do? He goes, I tell you what, if you made me a trans, cross-dressing trans, I'd do it. He said it'd be something different and people wouldn't expect it. And he goes, I'd do that. And he goes, all right, I'll write it up. And that's how it happened. Like, that wasn't a character that was in the show. It was just for him.
That's funny. That's funny. That's weird, but funny. Also very funny at the same time.
I'll tell you what I remember him in first. Major League Back to the Minors.
I just was looking at that, and then it clicked that
he was fucking downtown.
Yep. And then I remember watching him in A House of 1,000 Corpses. That's a terrible movie, but
you want to go downtown? It's fucking. I love the movie.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Because like the baseball is CGI'd.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's like we can just find some people that can actually fucking throw. But I don't know. I just like the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just was it Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula. Yeah, it was Scott Bakula. Yeah.
Fuck Quantum Leap guy.
But Walton Goggins. He's. I mean the parts that he plays in Tarantino's stuff, and then like the Vice Principal show was hilarious. He plays like that. He's got like that gay little voice that he has, and God, it's funny.
That was the thing I learned when he was on KFC.
Yeah, it was only supposed to be
that. That's all that Danny had written. That's all that it was ever supposed to be. Of like people just thought it got canceled because it went away and it pissed a bunch of people off. It's like, no, that was it.
Well,
that was
cool
it.
When he was talking about Danny, he's like, he doesn't write things that want to go too long. He writes them until he thinks it's done, and then he stops writing them. He's like, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it was just that and then all the stuff they catch for him, fucking Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
It's like, just like, go outside, nerd.
Yeah.
By the time I pay all my scientists, it's a wash. Because I'm selfless. It's going to be my time.
Uncle
Baby Billy.
His character is somebody that we've all like heard of or like seen. You know what I mean? Yes.
And his... there's like people it reminds me of, like with his fucking hair.
Yeah.
His hair color and everything. Well, fucking Esky. Just the white in the teeth. And it's like that kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
Like that fucking white.
Just white.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Misbehaving.
Yeah.
That was the other one. It's like, did you ever think by doing a show you'd like have 2 songs that fucking like chart on Apple?
Is it? Yeah, because isn't he with somebody who sings and she doesn't have something?
Yeah, well, in the show?
No, like I thought in real life.
Oh,
like
I don't know.
Like he was with somebody or.
Oh, might have been.
Not like a top tier singer, but just like a singer, and he's like, yeah, that.
But that was because I'd never really seen an interview with him. And that was like an hour.
Yeah.
And I don't watch KFC all the time, but I do, maybe once a month or so. I'll see one. But like 45 minutes or whatever that interview was like, that's pretty fucking cool guy. He's just like live up in upstate New York. So, like sit out, fire, like a bourbon, just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah. Feel like you're that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd like Justified.
I feel like I would too, because I like the main character.
I like Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. I can't pronounce his last name, so I'll say it. Yeah.
Oliphant. He's and the only reason I know it's Oliphant is because he somebody asked him and he goes, It's Oliphant. And he said, just think elephant, but it's Oliphant.
Yeah. Oliphant.
It's like,
Oliphant.
okay. But him, like, Hitman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that was one that I'd seen that I was so fucking disappointed in. Because everybody's asking, like, hey, you up to make a sequel to that movie? He's like, no.
Yeah.
He said, the only thing, he says, I was building a house and whatever show he was on HBO got canceled.
Okay.
So he took that movie to pay for the house.
Nice.
That's the only reason I did it. It was just.
I needed it.
I was going to.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to get a loan. I was just going to
pay it
pay
off
for the house. So I did this movie. It's like, I like the Hitman stuff.
Yeah.
Like that newest one, that Agent 47 or whatever that came out 10 years ago, 5 years, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, but they just never.
No. I like him. I do like him. He's in some good stuff. Like the Perfect Getaway. You ever seen that?
I don't know.
Him and his wife are in their honeymoon in Hawaii, and then they like have a couple that tag along. Well, there's like a murder on the island or whatever, so they're trying to look for him. But it's good. Good movie.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen him in anything that I didn't like.
No, me either. Trying to think. Yeah, no, he's a good one. I do like his stuff. He was like the bad guy in one of the Live Free and Die Hards. The Live Free, Die Hard.
Live Free, Die Hard.
Yeah.
Thomas Gabriel.
He was the in the League. He was the sushi chef that was white.
Yeah. Is that the League?
The League, yeah.
Was that one?
It was in the League.
Man, he did something like that. I think he was in Curb Your Enthusiasm or something like that too.
Was he? Yeah, because it was the League. Because he was like, because he called him Ruxinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm shit's been popping up my feed lately of just like the interactions with Larry and JB Smoove.
Yeah.
They are fucking great together.
Yeah.
There's a whole episode where she saw the shit that's bothering Larry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people with selfie sticks and those like the fucking bird scooters. It's just him and JB Smoove walking down and just walking the street, having a conversation. It's like a rack of those bird scooters, and Larry just in the conversation just puts his hand out and pushes them all over. And then they keep walking and talking, and then there's like this couple with a selfie stick. And I was like, he just walks by and grabs it and like just snaps it over his knee and goes, "Here you go." And then just keeps having his conversation. The guy's like, "What the fuck?" Just like. All right. I'm not, I didn't plan on getting much into the schedule because who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fucking schedule. Everybody already knew who they were playing.
Yeah.
So what do we?
Yeah, we were just finding out the dates and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we got to go to them. It's like, you already knew.
You had to go to them.
You could know. You already know who they play next year and the year after that and the year after that, except for like one fucking game.
You don't know when your bye is, and you don't know where, or you don't know what week. That's
One thing I could say is I feel like they put it to the Cowboys pretty good.
Yeah.
Like they could be out of it early.
Yeah. Denver's week 14 bye. Not a fan of.
Toughie.
It's a tough week for it.
Bengals are like 12.
Are they? Yeah. I think, so like, remember the proposal that came out that Roger Goodell said that he'd like 18 days, whatever. Yeah. If you do that, I think everybody's got to have the same bye week. Just cut it down the middle.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to have the same bye week. Do like that's the only thing that I do like about the NBA is everybody takes a week off in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
You don't have to do your All-Star game at that point in time, NFL people, but just take your bye week then.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for the Pro Bowl to be played right then and there, but
they'll never do that.
No, because it's awful. But just everybody has.
But if everybody has 2 bye weeks, then you get away with.
You could have.
Hey, you have one in the first fucking 9 games. Mm-hmm. You have one in the.
The best part about that is when they do the 18 game and the 2 bye weeks, your Super Bowl then runs into President's Day weekend, and then most people have that Monday off.
Right.
But. Which is odd. I didn't know everybody had that off. I just thought it was like one of those school holidays that people had off.
Yeah.
I did. I had
a guy not show up to work this last year. He came in the next day. He's like, "Oh, did we not get President's Day off?" I'm like, no. Like, you've worked here for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, what do you...
Yeah.
You either have to work for a school, a bank, or the fucking post office. Everybody else works on President's Day.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what...
It's not a thing.
No. Not a thing. Sorry.
All right, man. I don't really have much else.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a little better than it was last week. I think we had to knock some fucking rust off.
Yeah, we didn't have any whole lot of delays or anything like that.
They didn't hear those. I cut a lot of them out.
I know you did.
So.
I know you did.
fairly obviously when I'm looking at the sound waves and there's a massive fucking gap of like, nah, just take that out. Just a bunch of dead air.
Yeah.
Don't need that. You hear my tubby butt fucking breathing into the microphone.
I'm glad you cut that out.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
No problem. All right, let's get out of here.
WideSide!